Today's tutorial is on Bwalya. She is gorgeous and the sweetest of sweet people. Here's Bwalya. For you, I'm going to start with our toner, and this is just a nice refreshing mist. I'm going to do a liquid foundation, but I'm going to set it with pressed powder. And your color is Swiss chocolate, and I'll just maybe show on the camera how it's very interesting because when I get you to turn, when I put it right on the skin, it totally doesn't look like it's going to work, but once it gets blended in, it actually really looks nice. So this is going to give you like a medium to full coverage, but then the pressed powder is going to kick it up a notch and give it a bit extra coverage and help with kind of setting it in place and mattifying the skin a little bit. Yeah, so it's got like a nice glow to it, but it might get a little bit too gluey. So we want to, I'll just take a bit of pressed powder, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'm actually going to take a bit of a lighter shade and use it for under the eyes. Okay. It's going to be the concealer and highlight color, and this one's called Cappuccino. Get you to look up with your eyes, and this one is quite a bit lighter than your skin tone, but it's just going to really brighten the under eye area. Yeah, but I'm going to use the pressed powder foundation just so it gives a little bit of extra coverage, and it's also really good for oily skin. It kind of keeps it a bit more matte. So for you, I'm taking a color called Daylily. So it's just this like deeper kind of burgundy color. Yeah. So we want to go with something obviously darker. And so this is just going to go on the apples of the cheeks and just kind of blending it back. And it's just going to give it a little bit of a glow. It's not going to be super prominent. And then we're going to do brow color. I took the color Volcanic, which is a new brow color that we have, and it's a powder. It's a loose powder. So I'm not going to start right in this inner corner. I will bring it there eventually, but I'm not going to start there because it can look a little bit harsh if you do that. So I'm just going to take a little bit, sort of a quarter of the way in, and then now with whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to bring that into this inner corner. A little bit ashy, I'm thinking. So like on camera, actually, it looks really good. So that's always nice. But it might end up being a little bit too gray. So I'm just going to add a little bit of loose powder, and it's called Coffee. It's a bit darker than our darkest brow color. Just going to go over top just so it's kind of blending it in. It's going to warm it up a little bit. And then we're going to do some eyeshadows. Golden color under the brow, just lightly dusted on. It's a pressed powder called Luna. So this shade is called Plum, and it's a matte color. And then I have another one called Marsala, which is more of a pinky red with a shimmer to it. So I'm going to use that one afterwards. Okay. So this Plum is going to go on the eyelid. So I'm going to get you to close your eyes. And this is going from the eyelashes till the crease. So now we're taking Marsala, and I'm going to take that on the outer corner of your eyes. Take a bit of black eyeliner. I just want to set a base for the liner under the eyes. I think black would be nice. So looking up for me and just getting a little. And then I'm gonna just smudge a bit of a black eyeshadow called Onyx on the upper lash line, and then I'm gonna try kind of a liquid liner, but I'm gonna use our black mascara. For using the mascara as liquid liner, I always smudge a bit on the back of my hand, so like so, just showing the camera, and then taking the angled liner brush and dipping that in the mascara. Just getting it nice and close to the root of the eyelashes there. And then while that is drying, I'm going to do lipstick and lip gloss. So I'm Winterberry. So this is actually a very light color of lip shine, but because it doesn't have a lot of pigment to it, it's not going to go on white or anything. So mascara on the bottom lashes here. Same black mascara. Sorry. Get you to take a look here, Bwalya.
Wow!
Do you like it? Yeah? Yay!
Oh, I love it.
Yay!
I wish I could do
It does take a bit of practice, but you probably could if you just put your mind to it.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, Mama will be proud.
Good.